evening. My name is Sydney Phillips, Student Executive Government Public Relations Coordinator. Welcome to the Class of 2022's graduation ceremony. Please stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please welcome Cassandra Carey and Lauren Kyle to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight and the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You all may be seated. There are many individuals behind the scenes in leadership positions who have helped the class of 2022 along our path to graduation. We would like to take a moment to thank and recognize the following leaders for the Maple Shade School District. Please hold your applause. Thank you to Superintendent Mrs. Beth Norsha, School Business Administrator Mr. Mike Blake, Board of Education President Mr. Mike McClure, Board of Education Vice President Miss Margie Long, Board of Education members Miss Linda Latirzo, Miss Kathy Lauder, Mr. Bill Natal, Mr. Jason Rychek, Mr. Craig Shaw, Miss Emily Talavera, Miss Ellen Weist, Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Mrs. Bobby Banky, K-12 Supervisor of Mathematics, Stephanie Morrow, K-12 Supervisor of English and Language Arts, Kimberly Hannigan, Child Study Team Director, Dr. Don Monticello, Student Services and Technology Director, Mr. Scott Arnauer, Howard Yoakum Principal, Mrs. Yvonne Ritz, Howard Yoakum Assistant Principal, Mrs. Sarah Servo, Maud Wilkins Principal, Mr. Steve Ormsby, Maud Wilkins Assistant Principal, Ms. Jennifer Buckman, Ralph Steinhauer Principal, Mr. Josh Zagorski, Maple Shade High School Principal, Mr. Matthew LaGrew, Athletic and Activities Coordinator, Mr. Bruce Diamond, and Assistant Principals, Mrs. Kate Brady, Ms. Michelle Haynes, and Dr. Roger Jack. Hello, my name is Sienna Frazier, and I serve as this year's Student Government Executive President. Good evening to all the family members, friends, supporters, and staff in attendance, and of course to the reason we are all here, my fellow graduates, the Maple Shade High School Class of 2022. These last 4 years of our lives have been a roller coaster for all of us, but we survived the ride. Our lives changed drastically in an instant from our freshman year to now, even with this year bringing a sense of normality back in our lives. We've all dealt with major challenges during our high school years, but through unity, support, and love from those around us, we were able to overcome these adversities. I want you all to be proud of what you have accomplished. When things seem impossible, we made it through. To my 2022 graduates, as we turn the next page in life, let's not forget the memories and impact we have left on Maple Shade High School. Our time together has been filled with unforgettable moments from our first and final pep rallies, Spirit Weeks, the countless extracurricular activities, the outstanding support from the student section at most athletic events, dances, and this year's senior trip. I speak behalf on all my fellow classmates. We thank you for dedicating the time to celebrate this monumental moment. My fellow graduates, as we enter the rest of our lives, no matter what individual paths we may take, just remember, we will always be Wildcats. This roller coaster of life doesn't end here today. It's simply on to the next ride. Please welcome Mr. LeGroux, high school principal, to the stage.
Good evening. I'm going to wrestle with the paper for 1 minute. When I was 12 years old, I earned a 15 on an open book social studies test. And not like a 15 out of 20, like a 15%. When I was 17 years old, I nearly lost my best friend because I didn't follow through on a promise that I made him. He didn't speak to me for nearly a year. At 23, I experienced what I recognize now as my first panic attack as I stood in front of a group of high school juniors as a student teacher, and I dropped out of graduate school. This week, I faced a colleague I respect very much and owned a mistake I didn't even recognize as an error at the time until I saw the hurt in her eyes. So why do I tell you these things? Why do I share these personal missteps? These uncomfortable admissions in such a public setting? Why do I put these blunders in front of a class of graduating seniors, a cohort of colleagues and bosses, and a stadium full of strangers? It's because I hope to construct from the rubble of these personal failures a lesson through which you can see that, as Winston Churchill said, failure is not fatal, and it is the courage to continue that counts. You see, when I was 12, I was so full of apathy for school that I failed that social studies test so spectacularly that I can still see the red ink on the page. This was a time before Chromebooks. But that day, I learned that the perils of laziness and disinterest, and now I have the privilege of leading a school. At 17, I broke a promise to my best friend as a result of the unyielding social pressures of high school. Can you relate? But from that experience, I learned that the bonds of friendship can prove fragile if your word is not good. The ultimate outcome of that, I'm happy to say, he was the best man at my wedding. At 23, I learned if you can't master your own mind, your insecurities will devour you. And this week, I learned that the absence of necessary communication in the name of convenient expediency can be hurtful at its minimum and erode trust at its worst. But this really is not about me. This is about you. This is about the journey you're setting out upon and the dangers of avoiding failure. No, more precisely, the dangers of not learning from failure. Because you will make mistakes. If you intend to live big and make a difference in the world and your community, as I hope that you do, you will surely meet adversity. You will not succeed 100% of the time. But the lesson is this, as author, coach, and speaker Tony Robbins reminds us, that there are no failures, only outcomes. And as long as you learn something, you're succeeding. You see, too often, especially in school, failure is punished, not celebrated. But there is no learning in that. Wouldn't we be better to see failure as merely an outcome through which growth can spring and not a character flaw unworthy of grace. Because then we could celebrate our shortcomings and know that from these undesirable outcomes, we have just become better. So this is my encouragement to you tonight. As you enter the next phase of your life, go out and take risks. Go out and fail, but do not let your failures define you, and do not waste them. Do not shrink from them. Shout them from a stage. Let them shape you. Let them make you better, more prepared, more reliable, more resilient, and more effective leaders. Fall down 500 times, get up 501. Because the path to success is to take massive, determined action, and that carries with it risk of being wrong, of being criticized, of falling short. But proceed. Proceed with new understanding. Proceed with new conviction. Proceed with new confidence. Just promise me, promise us, you will proceed. Thank you. Please welcome Student Government Executive Secretary Paris Hand and Class President Taylor Apostol to address the class.
Hello all. My name is Paris Hand, and I'm the Executive Secretary for Student Government. I am honored to be standing here celebrating a new chapter in our lives' imminent beginning. However, I'm not here to talk about our current situation or what the future holds for us. Instead, I want to talk about our class's first 2 years at Maple Shade High School, the foundation that we built off of, freshman and sophomore year. One completely normal, the other almost. Freshman year feels like forever ago, when we were bright-eyed and our only care in the world was whether or not Kiki loves Drake. It was our first year of lunchtime games, high school dances, and high school pep rallies, where our class color was yellow, and we were the stars in outer space. Our first powder puff was equally as fun as it was weird. Having the boys in our class wearing crop tops and tutus in 40-degree weather while cheering on the girls in our class. It was truly an interesting start to high school. We didn't find much success in any of the pep rally games, but we didn't do terribly, and soon we branded ourselves as the class of 2022, never lasts. After a good start to high school came sophomore year. It started off strong with the normal homecoming dance and pep rallies. The highlight of it being the spring pep rally, where we surprisingly took first. At that moment, we all rejoiced together, taking videos of the hype and waving around a cardboard cutout of Danny DeVito. We were in a good place as a class, and those moments seemed like an indication for a great future for us. And then we had a 2-week vacation that became indefinite. Our momentum as a class took a hit due to COVID, but evidently it did not stop us. We still steamed ahead to junior and senior years, and now here we are at graduation. Personally, I believe it's because of the foundation that we laid in our first 2 years. We proved to ourselves that we can adapt to anything. We can stare down adversities and overcome them. We can handle the roller coaster of emotions that come with having normalcy stripped away from us, semi-regaining it, and being a weird limbo state where things are back to normal, but we still have to be cautious. We are class of 2022, and with our first 2 years at Maple Shade High School, we showed the beginnings of what we are capable of, as well as the strength, courage, and determination we have.
Good afternoon. My name is Taylor Apostle, and I'm the class president of 2022. I'm honored to speak on behalf of my class today. First and foremost, I would like to take this time to extend a warm welcome to the parents, teachers, family, and friends here today. We, the class of 2022, would not be here celebrating this milestone without your continued support and encouragement. Thank you for everything. The last 2 years have been nothing short of a crazy ride. Just when we thought we had seen it all, life just kept getting crazier. Thanks to COVID, our junior and senior year looked a little different than what any of us could imagine. A time that is critical to our growth and discoveries of ourselves was impacted by the pandemic. The expectations were still present. The fights with friends were the end of the world. The win and loses were so extreme. The changes of the world were so confusing, and everything in life just seemed so magnified. But we made it. We pushed through and made it to our senior year. Looking back, it was so much of the same, but on a bigger scale. We were seniors this time. The wins and loses were just as extreme, but if not worse, because it was our last chance in this chapter. By the way, let's give it up to all of our amazing senior athletes this year. Great job, guys. And how about Powder Puff? Everyone thought we were going to lose, and the odds were stacked against us, but we pulled a W out of that. One thing that most of us had in common when navigating this year was a very special teacher who made everything a little lighter. Mr. Boyan, you have truly made senior year a better time for a lot of us. From our class in the years before and after, thank you for everything and good luck on your future. You will never know what a gem you truly are. With you, we experienced our first day of senior year, homecoming, pep rallies, senior trip, college applications, jobs, prom, that sick senior prank, and now graduation. If we've taken anything away from our junior and senior year at Maple Shade High School, it's not if we survive this next chapter, it's when and how. There will always be challenges along the way, some tougher than others, but if we roll with it and laugh along the way, we will get there. We will get there just like how we got to senior year and to this very moment. To my fellow classmates and everyone who has helped us get here today, move through your next chapters with your heads held high. We absolutely rocked this obstacle, and I have no doubt that we will crush the rest. Congratulations, the class of 2022.
All right, please welcome Kimberly Ruano, Class Vice President, William Geddes, Class Public Relations, and Shane Smith, Class Secretary, to present the 2022 class gift. Kimberly, when you just hold the papers down, okay?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kimberly Verano, and I'm Class Vice President. As pastors have, we will be leaving a senior class gift to benefit future classes. On behalf of the class of 2022, we will be donating the rest of our funds to new technology. This donation will allow the school to get monitors that will help guide students to their next classes and know what day it is. These monitors will be a memorable mark to allow future classes to know and remember the class of 2022. With that being said, we wish the best of luck to those to come after us.
Of course, our gifts would not be possible without our wonderful class advisors, so the class of 2022 would firstly like to thank Mr. Thompson for being a leader figure in our class and doing so much to help us throughout our 4 years here. As an advisor, Thompson always brings fun and new ideas to the table for student government activities and helps us keep going in the right direction. With most of our class's officers being relatively new to student government this year, he has helped us a lot. Many students of the class of 2022, including myself, also have had the opportunity to have Thompson as a teacher and have been able to experience the great optimism he has to offer in class. Mr. Thompson will be remembered with fondness by both the student government and the student body of the class of 2022.
On behalf of the class of 2022, we also would like to thank Ms. James for being so dedicated to making our time in high school memorable and fun. As our advisor, she has been such a great figure for our class and always spreads positivity, even when dealing with the chaos of COVID and all that comes along with that. Personally, for my first year in student government, I found myself relying on her for guidance all year, and I truly don't know what I would have done without her support. Ms. James has consistently been there for us as a class, working to make sure that we are satisfied with our time here at Maple Shade. We are so thankful for all her hard work and for reminding us that as seniors, we deserve to have a little bit of fun.
Good evening, and thank you for coming to share in this most special of occasions. Class of 2022, this speech is for you. Tonight is a culmination of years of dedication, sacrifice, and hard work. Like one of your fellow classmates said in their senior quote, this was nothing like High School Musical. Despite the many obstacles that we faced, we overcame them as a family. As your class advisors, we would each like to leave you with one piece of advice to help you in the next chapter of your lives. Number one, muscle up, Buttercup. We mean this in the most loving way. Not everything in life will be easy. You need to work hard with the understanding that working hard might not get you what you want, but it will most definitely get you to where you need to be. Don't be discouraged if things don't pan out the way you want. I can promise you that it means that there's a valuable lesson to be learned or that there's something unexpected and amazing lying just ahead.
Number two, life is not a race. Your journey is your own, and it is measured by your progress and experiences. One of our favorite quotes is, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." At times, your journey may be slow. At others, it may be a sprint. Still, at even other times, you may need to pause or even take a couple of steps backwards. As long as you continue to stay focused on the next step of the journey, no matter its size, all those steps will lead you to the goal you desire. Be proud of where you started, what you have done along the way, and where you are going. Class of 2022, it has been our honor and our pleasure to be your class advisors. From our out-of-this-world freshman year to our wintry senior year, we have been through so much together. But it is now time that we let you go. Never forget that you will always have us in your corner, cheering you on, even if it's from a distance. Congratulations, class of 2022. Please welcome William Geddes, class of 2022 valedictorian, to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. My name is William Geddes, and I'm honored to stand here today as the class of 2022's valedictorian. To begin, I would like to thank the teachers, administrators, custodians, my family, and of course, my fellow graduates. These past 4 years have been a journey, to say the least. There have been ups and there have been downs, but those downs have provided us the opportunity to grow, and we have all come out stronger and more resilient on the other side. When I think back on our high school years, I know I'll treasure the moments our class shared. We were all elated when we won the spring pep rally as wide-eyed sophomores. We experienced the thrill of winning Powder Puff. We enjoyed class trips, proms, and everything in between. As I look around, I see many of the same faces I've been seeing since kindergarten. Everything we've been through, the good and the bad, we have experienced together as a class. These past 4 years, we've poured our hearts and souls into everything Maple Shade has to offer. And whether it be through our studies, sports, the arts, clubs, or even just enjoying being around the many people we encounter every day, I think we've all come to realize that this small town provides vast opportunities every day. You just have to look for them. I hope that as we venture out into the real world, we remind ourselves to keep talking to new people and going through the world with an open mind. Henry David Thoreau famously said, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams." It sounds so simple, but it is so important that we do not become complacent with our lives. If there's one thing that you take from my speech, I hope you realize that all of us are the masters of our own fates. Maple Shade has simply been the stepping stone for us to build whatever future we want. The world is big, and our time has come to finally explore it on our own terms. Whatever your path after high school may be, whether it be college, taking a gap year, trade school, going straight to the workforce, joining the military, or anything else, we all have so much to offer to this world. We're a diverse group of people with many talents and interests. I have confidence that each and every one of us will find our way. Before I leave off, I would like to leave you with one more quote. Michael Josephson once said, "Take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey." Our high school journey's over, but truthfully, our journeys have just begun, and I'm excited to see what we all become. We only have one life, so let's show them what we got. Thank you.
Congratulations, Will. And I'd also like to congratulate Shreya Kamal. This year we actually have co-valedictorians. We had a tie for the first in the class. Quite extraordinary. Unfortunately, Shreya could not be with us tonight in person, but she is here with all of us in spirit for sure. But congratulations on all your accomplishments, Will. You have certainly left an enduring mark on the community in your time here. Thanks, Will. Now, please welcome our chorus director, Miss Vitarelli, and members of our senior chorus who will perform a piece by Miley Cyrus called "I Will Always Remember You."
I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. Always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears. Never thought I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone. We've gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know ya.
The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember.
It's so hard to say. Yesterday's gone. We gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know ya. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you.
A note of congratulations to all of our graduates who received scholarships this year. We're excited to announce that we awarded over $50,000 in scholarships to our graduates this week. If you received a scholarship, please stand to be recognized. Mrs. Norsha, Mr. McClure, will you please join me at the podium? Mrs. Norsha, I'm very proud to present the class of 2022. They have met all the requirements of the Maple Shade Board of Education and the state of New Jersey and have fulfilled their graduation requirements. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2022.
Mr. LeGroux, on behalf of the Maple Shade Board of Education, it is my pleasure to accept the class of 2022. Congratulations. I am so proud of each of you. I wish you much success in the next few years, and I look forward for you to come back and share it with all of us.
I'd like to congratulate you as well on behalf of the Board of Education in Maple Shade. We wish you the best on your endeavors. I know you all do well from the past, and good luck in the future. Thank you.
I would like to invite the Board of Education members in attendance to approach the stage for the awarding of diplomas. Student government officers will now read the names of the class of 2022 graduates for the awarding of diplomas.
Sandy Ambrosio Lucas. Gabriella Andrino. Carla Angeles Davila. Antonio Arroyo. Ryan Aschenbeck. Cohen Aslin. Sierra Erico. Anthony Badgley. Nicholas Barbera. Riley Blum. Logan Bogdan. Dominique Bolding. Kaylee Breitenstein.
Samaya Callahan. Cassandra Carey. Connor Cloak. Morgan Cordy. Jair Cristobal. Isabel Crissette. Tyler Cruz. Christian Cruz. Kirsten Dawson. Christian DeCola. Carolina de los Santos. Esther de los Santos. Cole DePatry. Natalie Doman. Michael Dugan. Jeremy Duran. Elsa Fares. Connor Farley. Sebastian Fernandez. Brainer Figueroa Lopez.
Anthony Galarza. Victor Galavis Gatopo. Dennis Galeli Depew. Kaylee Garwood. Allison Golden. Jose Gonzalez Silva. Ashley Gutierrez. Cianci Howlett. Savannah Harden. Murphy Hastings. Alani Hernandez. Michael Hill Jr. Zoe Hilton. Ryan Holmes. Adil Ibrahim. Paul Jackson. Krista Jacoby. Brandon James. Romeo Jara. Jaheim Jones.
Sierra Kane. Lauren Kyle. Brennan King. Justin Kress. Emma Leone. Alyssa Lewis. Andrew Lockafone. Ashley Lopez. Raimundo Lopez. Tori Lubin. Jade Mackey. Sanaya Manning. Gianna Majiri. Alicia McCluskey. Madison McHugh. Taylor McHugh. Jeffrey McHale. Justin Meehan. Joseph Migliaccio. Aiden Malloy. Whoa. What was that? What happened? Oh, something fell. Gabriella Mobius. Carolina Morrow. Oh my gosh. Shamir Nance. Travis Nelson. Morgan Nicholson. Ryan Oleski. Montana Onstad. Lincoln Ormsby. Damian Ortiz. Zaida Ortiz. Kenny Ortiz Ortiz. Michelle Paulino Alonso. Eric Perez. Jaden Hunter Phillip. Kim Pelagio. Samir Pittman. Evan Reppert. Ryan Roughton. Lauren Sabo. David Santos.
Ashley Schumann. Jay Smith. Mackenzie Steinbiss. James Tedesco. Carlos Turan Pagola. Victoria Testa. Matthew Thomas. Jojo Thompson. Julian Tilton. Stephanie Torres. Joshua Trevskar. Emily Tressel. Mahadi Tunzir. Daniel Ballin. Joshua Villamore.
Should I wait for them to walk all the way back? If people aren't here.
Unfortunately, the following graduates cannot be in attendance tonight, but we would like to recognize them. Hendrix Drinkhouse. Denorlees Fernandez Fabian. Drew Haddon. Shreya Kamal. Rudy Loomis. Justino Montalvo. Katrina Rogers. And Malik Smiling. Miss Lyons will now read the names of student government officers.
Taylor Apostle. Sienna Frazier.
William Geddes. Paris Alexa Hand. Sydney Phillips. Kimberly Ruano. Shane Smith.
All right, let's have one more round of applause for the graduates of the class of 2022. All right, graduates, let's go back to our spots, please. We're going to now... Okay, parents and family members, thank you for coming to our graduation ceremony. At this time, the graduates will recess back into the high school where they will receive their diplomas. Once the graduates have left the field, you may be dismissed and the graduates will meet you on the field hockey field for pictures. Students who will be returning to the high school for project graduation, we will see you back here in the high school between 8:30 and 9 p.m. Congratulations.